Hello everybody, Jurassic Player here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Acekard 2i, AKAIO. This is the latest version right now, 1.8.8, but they forgot to change the number on there, so just ignore that. And really quick, let's see what the changes are so I know what I'm doing here. Let's see. Updated, blah blah blah. You can read that for yourself. So yeah, it supports was it 24-bit and 32-bit bitmap for skins, though it gets downsampled anyway, so it doesn't really matter. For best accuracy, probably you should just save everything as 16-bit, and then you will have no problems. And then when you look at your theme on the actual flashcard, you won't be like, what just happened? My color is just all what? No. So you could still save as 16-bit and not have that kind of weird problem or anything, or you can just be lazy and save as 32-bit or 24-bit if that's your fancy. But anyways, the Acekard. Let's up the brightness a little bit. And so we have the default. We have the AK menu time system. Woohoo! It's in the background there. And we get a calendar. We get the time, we get the date, and the year, the month, and you can also have your DS nick on there, and I think that's about it. I can't quite remember, but they're all movable, they're all resizable for the most part. The calendar actually does not show the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday part, but you just add that into your theme and then it's totally fine. Aside from that, some people use the semicolons blinking for animations. I do it most of the time on most of my skins because I like it. I like animating stuff sometimes, although I'm not good at it. But it's 2-frame animation. You put one on the background, you put one as your semicolon thing, and then you will see a nice animation happen. But I don't have any themes to show it right now. And so on the bottom screen, we have, if I can cover a bit, we have the folder up button right in the corner, which goes to the L button respectively, right here. And then we also have the brightness button, which goes to R. And then we have the little icon that you see right here, which notifies you when you're like file browsing or something. You'll see it blinking. It shows that it's accessing the micro SD card. And so you see on the bottom screen we have also micro SD card and slot 2 card. There's also a third icon that appears after you put a favorite. I'll show that later. And you have your start menu, which you can also use by pressing start. And show that all later. And so if we go in, you see that it shows the file path. So you can see that I'm in the micro SD, and so I can go around my micro SD and it'll show that. And have one game that I can test to show you guys. So, and then I have a couple homebrew that I was testing earlier. But I don't have any cheats on, so oh wait, maybe I do. Maybe they included cheats. I don't know. Oh hey, they included cheats. That's nice. So here's a cheat screen. I'll show that later. First we'll start with the menu. So the menu has copy, cut, delete, and paste, and can't really see it here. There, system options, and properties, and cheats, and then more. We have the 3-in-1/FAS1 options. We have the Wi-Fi update. We have help, and then we have going back. I guess we'll start with help since it's the easiest to cover. Help tells you pretty much all the buttons, what they do. It also tells you your kernel version, AKAIO 1.8.8, and then your hardware version, which is, for mine, it's 81. And then the SVN number, which you don't really have to worry about because people don't really use that for anything. Though it's nice to have anyway. Let's see, next. I can't show 3-in-1 options or all that because I don't have my 3-in-1 plugged in right now. But those options are the general options, so it's choosing if you want it to be Rumble or GBA connection sort of thing, or just any of those things. And then we have what's new, the updater, the Wi-Fi update. We have the get what's new .text. That's pretty useful. That tells what's new. So kind of needed if you're gonna use this. Cheats to download. You can have cheats loader. I don't know what show on load is. The Wi-Fi plugin, the save list bin, and that's it. And then you have a choice of the official site, which I believe is GBA temp only. So you can't really do anything on that. See, it doesn't change. And then previous files, you can have all of them or not. And then this save manager, which I have no idea because I don't use the Wi-Fi, but I believe that is the cloud save thing. Yeah, where you upload your save to their nice little hangout way up in the air somewhere, and then I don't really see the point of that. It's for backups, but yeah, it's not particularly amazing in my opinion. That's all that's there. And then copy, cut, delete, paste work exactly as you would expect them to. Cheats. Okay, I'll show cheats. Okay, go to my game. Oopsie. Cheats. Okay, so we have cheats. You can use a stylus to scroll through them if you have the option enabled. It shows the little info on the bottom here, and you can, I believe you tap, if I can tap well. Okay, and so here you see that it just has the regular sort of cheats. It's pretty easy to use. I fail with the stylus as always. Curses. But yeah, they're just cheats. You have rebuild, select database, cancel, and OK. Rebuild just resets all your cheats so that you have nothing toggled on. You can use the left and right to kind of jump up and down. Select database, you can choose what cheat database you want to use. You can have multiple cheat databases if you want. And that's it. You press select to save your selection, and that's all there is for cheats. If you press Y on a game while highlighting a game, it will give you the properties of the game. And then you also have ROM settings, and then you have a shortcut, which I'll still tell you later. And what it tells you is the internal name, the file name, the last change applied to it. It's like file modified sort of deal. And then the file size. And then you have your save type unknown. You can change that if you go to the ROM settings. And then you have your game code, which I find game code is really nice to have. Though I don't use it particularly a ton, but it's cool to have, and it's very helpful sometimes. Anyways, we have ROM settings. So as you can see here, my save type was set to unknown/auto. You can change it to no save, 4K, 64K, 512K, 2M, 4M, 8M, 16M, 32, 64, blah blah blah. Generally you should leave it on unknown/auto because it will probably do it correctly. If it doesn't, then you might want to try swapping it up a little bit. I don't really go that deep into what save types will help you, so have fun with that. Select save slot. You have, I believe, 9 slots that you can choose from. Yeah, 9 slots. Isn't that great? And then we have DS download play. You can have it enabled, disabled, or default, which I have no idea what default is. I think it's enabled. And then soft reset, default, disabled, enabled. You have cheat, action replay. It's all the same. Disabled, enabled, all that. And then you have, of course, your slot copy, which is for your saves. You can move your save slots and stuff. Oh, what I should mention, these are per game settings, not global settings. Global settings you can get to from the system options, I believe. Here we go. System options, and you can see here that it also has DS download play, and it is enabled. Soft reset, and then cheat codes, and then auto run. Select your database. Your reset, homebrew reset type. Homebrew reset is actually kind of neat if you use it. And then bypass anti-piracy. So these are the global ones, so these apply to all of them. And as you saw before, that the per game ROM settings had default. These are the default. So if you change these, your defaults will be changed, and blah blah blah. I'll change the page. So the system options. You have your interface theme, which the default is AKAIO. Yeah, I don't exactly know what that stands for, but it's an awesome theme. I like this theme. It's actually really nice. Props to the person that made it. And then they also have the Zelda theme, which is also really nice, but I prefer this one. It's darker, and I just like it. The interface language, we have various languages. Yeah, I'm not gonna change mine. We have the brightness level 1 to 4, and we have the file list type. We have NDS, NDS and saves, NDS saves and backups, or just all files. And then we have icon animation, which if I show you the icon animation, right now it's enabled. There's also disabled. But it's this breathing sort of effect that you see on the icons right there. If you turn it off, it doesn't do that. So if we continue on, we go to the next page. We have the interface settings. We have your scroll speed, which is fast, medium, or slow. We have the file list style, file name, internal name, a small icons internal, and then text list, and then back to file name, and that's it. I generally leave it on file name. You don't have to. You can choose whatever you want. There's small icon internal is actually pretty nice. Small icon is also good. I like it having a huge list that I can see through, so I can see more of the stuff. But whatever floats your boat. You have cheat scrolling enabled. That's the touchscreen cheat scrolling. You have the scrolling speed, which I'll just dump at fast. You have show hidden files. You can show them or you can hide them. Hide file extensions. And then the inverted touch scrolling. Default is now inverted. If you check it out, I will show you. Oh, hey, see? This is the file list and the small icons. It looks really nice. I like this. But anyways, inverted scrolling. So this is the touchpod. Not the touchpod. iPod touch, whatever, those kind of devices, things, where if you move your stylus or your finger up, it moves the thing the opposite way. So as you can see here, when I move up, it goes down. When I move down, it goes up. It's more of a realistic sort of feeling. But by now I'm already used to the other way, so it's kind of awkward to me now. But it doesn't matter anyway. I'll get used to it again. Next, what do we got? Let's see. We have the file system settings. We can trim ROMs while copying. Cut copy saves with the ROM. So if you move the ROM somewhere, you can also keep the save with it. We have delete saves with ROMs. So if you don't like the game at all, you can delete the game and the save. But these are default settings, so you might want to remember these. You don't want to inadvertently delete a game and the save file on accident. So keep in mind to pay attention to that. We have save extension, and we have only two, .save and .nds.save. And continuing, we have oh, that's it. This is back to the default global patch options for your ROMs. And oh, something to mention, might as well do it now. The auto run enabled, you will go straight to your ROM when you boot up AKAIO. And to cancel that, you can hold B while booting, and it will go to the regular menu instead of auto booting. And then you'll have to turn this off if you want to turn off auto run. And then homebrew reset type, that's just for homebrew reset. If you want to have homebrew reset, it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. You kind of just have to test it. If it doesn't work, most likely your DS will just shut off. It doesn't do anything bad, by the way, so don't worry about that. Bypass anti-piracy. It's just bypass anti-piracy. Generally leave it on. If something doesn't work, you can try turning it off and then see if it works then. Otherwise, you just gotta wait. You can press select to change the file list type. So the file list, I can change it. I'll leave it at this because I like this. I like this a lot. Props to this. I like this kind of file list. So continuing on, let's see what else we got. Shortcut. Right, I can show shortcuts. So shortcuts are that you'll show shortcuts as another icon on the bottom right here, and you can put a folder or a file as a shortcut. So I'll just put, I don't know, I'll put this as my shortcut. So you can press Y and it'll show properties, and then click X, and then it'll give you a shortcut, and I'll say yes. And then if you go up to the top, you see here that it goes and has another folder. You can only have one favorite or shortcut, I believe, and it goes straight to the folder that you want. Or if you put it as a game, then it'll just boot the game. Also, you can read text files, I believe. Yep, there we go. Here's a text file. Okay, this didn't have that much. You have bookmark and you have OK. Not superbly amazing, but it gets the job done and it works nicely. It's pretty quick. Probably longer files will need a little bit more time, but the font's readable. I think you can scroll. Yeah, here you go. You can scroll. And you have bookmarks. Yeah. So that's that. Let's see, what else can I show? I can show you the loading bar. This is the first time I've ever run this game. It's I don't know what it is actually. I don't even remember. Wizard of Oz or something. And the loading bar. Here we go. It's pretty quick. So, oh yeah. That is including making a save file right there. So that was actually really fast. But as you can see, it works. Works well. AKAIO is pretty much the only reason that people buy Ace cards at all. With that said, the AKAIO team does work with the Ace card team fairly closely, so you shouldn't just bash on the Ace card team. Be like, oh no, it's all the AKAIO team's job. They do everything, and the Ace card team is just stupid and they don't do squat. No, it's not like that actually. Although as of late, it's very noticeable that the Ace card team pretty much worries more about just the firmware updates for DSi, 3DS compatibility, and then AKAIO handles the kernel. I think that's about it. I can't really think of anything else to show you guys on the actual kernel. You saw that it works. There is no in-game menu. You can soft reset. The defaults, I think, is LR start and select. And yeah, that's about it. Don't really have anything else to say. It's a great kernel. I love theming it. It's really cool to theme. Although I do admit that not having anti-aliasing for like this, how you can see that it's all kind of like jutty, I kind of don't like that, but there are ways to get around it. There's also no transparency support, but whatever. It's a great flash card, it's a great kernel, and it's really fun to theme. Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything. That's it. Woohoo! And that is the Acekard 2i. As you can see, mine has some problems with the connectors. You will hear a lot of people talking about how bad the build is just because the connectors do not touch the pins inside here. It's a budget card. It's like $14. There's not really anything else to say about it. It's kind of cheap. Aside from that, you are getting high compatibility, and it does what it's supposed to do really well, and it looks nice. I mean, the theme is really awesome and that kind of stuff. Yeah. That's about it. If you have problems with your Ace card, try stuffing some paper underneath, or cardboard, or what I'm using is actually a note card. I cut it a little bit and just slid it underneath. Although mine's starting to fail because right here, this piece is actually coming undone. So I can actually pull these two apart. If this will focus. Focus. There you go, you can see it a little bit. But yeah, so mine's starting to not do so hot, but it still works. If I spent some time and glued it a little bit right here, then it'd probably be totally fine and I wouldn't have to worry about it that much anymore. But I don't, and so I just live with it. Also, it's spring-loaded. Spring-loaded. Oh shit! Oh crap! Okay, next time I should not do that. Yes, try not to shoot your micro SDs like I do, because you might actually lose them. Wow, that's slightly embarrassing. Oh well, who cares? And then what else do I have here? I have my DS2 and I have my Ice Smart. Woohoo, those cards. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something from this. If not, then, well, there's tons of other Ace card videos out there. I'm sure you can find one that will help you. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you will watch my next video, whatever that may be, and whenever that may be.